Hi, I'm Sunny and welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Sunny and welcome to my channel Sunny's Starlight. Before we start, please like, share, subscribe and comment, and especially press that bell icon so you get notifications of all my new releases. So today we're going to be looking at a new song from the film Kedarnath, starring Sushant Singh Rajput and SaraAliKhan, and directed by Abhishek Kapoor. The song is called Qaafirana, so let's have a look and see what we think of it.
सेल्फी हो गई हो तो सवारी लोगे?
इन वादियों में टकरा चुके हैं हमसे मुसाफिर यूं तो कहीं दिल ना लगाया हमने किसी से किस्से सुने हैं यूं तो कहीं ऐसे तुम मिले हो ऐसे तुम मिले जैसे मिल रही हो इत्र से हवा काफिराना सा है इश्क है या क्या है ऐसे तुम मिले हो ऐसे तुम मिले हो जैसे मिल रही हो इत्र से हवा काफिराना सा है इश्क है या क्या है
गोदी में पहाड़ियों की उजली तो पहरी गुजारना हाय हाय तेरे साथ में अच्छा लगे ढली हुई शाम ने बताया है कि दूर मंजिल पे रात है मुझको तसल्ली है ये कि होने तलक रात हम दोनों साथ हैं संग चल रहे हैं धूप के किनारे छाँव की तरह काफिराना सा है इश्क है या क्या है
ऐसे तुम मिले हो ऐसे तुम मिले हो जैसे मिल रही हो इत्र से हवा काफिराना सा है इश्क है या क्या है
Wow. I absolutely love that, guys. I absolutely love it. This song is sung by Arijit Singh, who hasn't sung a song for a while now. I haven't heard of any songs from him lately, but this is a absolute smash out of the park song for him. It just sounded so beautiful, and coupled with the imagery and the cinematography of this film, I mean, that song just really popped. And of course, I don't even need to say this, but if you've seen my previous reactions, you know how much I absolutely love SaraAliKhan. She just pops out of that video. There's so much charisma, so much characteristics to her, and she just blows you away. I mean, she really has got that X factor. So guys, this was top notch. The more and more I see of this movie, any promos, any teasers, the more I love it. I did have my doubts initially about this film, but more and more I see of this, my doubts are just completely washed away. And it starts off by Sara noticing Sushant taking all his tourists on a guide, and she decides to go down and say, well, when you finish taking the selfie, how about taking me for a tour? And so he takes her on a donkey, and there was that one funny scene where he's feeding the donkey hay, and then she's eating spaghetti, which is almost comparing the two together. So she sees it and she looks quite kind of stunned because she realizes it herself. But you can see from this clip that it's Sara who's actually doing all the chasing, and she's chasing after him. She's getting ready for him, putting perfume on, and then the icing on the cake was the sequence with the teacups, where the first time she spills the tea on purpose, and he gives her his tea, and then she drinks it and gives it back to him. Now, if he drank it from her cup, which has been touched by her lips, then it would mean that he likes her. So he refuses the first time, and then the second time she drinks it and passes it on, and he decides to actually drink it, and that's when she has that kind of glee on her face, and she's rubbing her hands, thinking, yeah, he's fallen in love with me. And the scenery, I mean, it just is so amazing. I absolutely love that. I mean, the whole place is just magical, because it's a place between heaven and earth, where you can see earth, but you can see the heavens with the mountaintops, with the snow-crested mountaintops, the greenery of the valley, the river. I mean, it just really captures this song as well, the imagery. So I can't fault this. And this is the third song that's been released from this film, and so far I've been amazed by all of them. I've reacted to one other song, which is called Sweetheart, a few days ago, so be sure to check that out. But that was memorable, so is this. And I think one of the things that I had in my head was that if this film has good music, then it will do extremely well. And I've not been disappointed whatsoever, because the songs I've heard so far, they've been all exceptional, memorable, hummable, and good melodic tunes. So I absolutely love this film. I can't wait. And of course, as I said, the biggest sort of draw for me is to see this debut by this wonderful new actress who's making a debut, SaraAliKhan, because she just seems so confident. I mean, acting, she is not acting. It seems like she's just she's actually the character. She's just performing her dialogues. You can't see at all that it's actually read a line read off a script. I mean, she embodies that. It just comes naturally to her. She's an absolute natural at this. And I saw her interview on Coffee with Karan a couple of days ago on TV, where she actually guest starred with her dad. And again, she blew my mind, because she was such a natural on that show. There were no airs or graces. There wasn't any thinking before answering politically correct questions, or giving politically correct answers. And she just absolutely won me over 100%. And then what really, really just grabbed and tugged at your heartstrings, and you think, wow, what a transformation. Because as a child, she was extremely overweight, and she said it on the show itself, that her father used to kind of sort of say to her, look, you're getting to a point where you're absolutely, I can't even call you fat anymore, because she was so huge. And this was at the age of 13, I think. She did have medical problems as well with her sort of hormones and things like that. But they showed a video of a home shoot where she was play acting. And as I said before, I've actually read about this, where she's always been a performer as a child. So, maybe it was her kind of comfort blanket or an outlet, but she was just oozing with confidence, because she just performed as a child in home videos. We saw a clip of that. And also, then when she went off to university in America, in Columbia University, she was making some kind of YouTube video where she was singing miming to a song. And again, she just oozed confidence. And, it just, she possesses this X factor by the gallon load, and she's an absolute natural, and I think we have found a superstar in her, and I can't sing her praises enough, because I think she really will go far. And then to think that 3 weeks after this film is released, which is on the 7th of December, she has got a huge mega release coming with Ranveer Singh called Simba, directed by Rohit Shetty, and that promises to be really good. That film is also being co-produced by Karan Johar, so it really promises to be a big end of the year for Sara Ali Khan, who started the race late in comparison to her friend Janvi Kapoor, and I think she's going to overtake, because she'll have 2 releases this year before Janvi has a second one. And a lot of people were umming and ahhing about Janvi, and I was on the fence as well. But I'm definitely Team Sara, because I think she's exceptional. And Sara was actually asked at the trailer launch of this film whether she'll get the Best Newcomer award this year. And of course, she's in direct competition with her good friend Janvi Kapoor, who starred in Dhadak. And I think again, she wasn't very politically correct, but she didn't mean it with any malice, and she was quite upbeat about it and quite jovial about it when she said, "Well, I'd like to win it," and I think she should win it outright, but I think it'll be a politically correct sort of award season, where they'll either give it to both of them and split it, or they'll give it to Janvi because her mother died earlier in the year. But as far as acting prowess is concerned, I think Sara shows a lot more promise, and she has actually captured my imagination, and I'm sure a lot of other people as well. Her dialogue delivery is just impeccable. She seems a natural in conversation, and so I'm really sort of pleased to be watching this. Getting back to the song, I don't know who the female singer was, but again, her portion was very good as well. But the story unfolding within the song was just so sweet and so innocent, and you could see that she's doing all the chasing, and Sushant is just kind of keeping his distance, is kind of introverted and shy, but the music, the actual phrase Qaafirana means unbeliever, and the lyrics kind of sort of translate to didn't believe in love until kind of met you, and it's come around, I can't believe it, basically. So it's a sweet little song, very very sort of melodic, and I absolutely loved it, and I think I'll be hearing that song quite a lot. In fact, I'll probably go and watch it again a few times and just get that song in my head. But this song, I absolutely liked it. I loved it, and the picturization was just the icing on the cake with everything else. So I can't wait for the 7th of December, and I definitely want to go and see this film. And when I do, I'll definitely give you my review, and hopefully you guys will watch it, and you'll comment on it, whether you agree or whether you don't agree, and hopefully I may be able to convince you of my opinion, and whatever it is, because I haven't decided whether it's going to be any good or not until I see the full film. So be sure to look out for that. But thank you very much for watching. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, this is Sunny signing out.